Ghana was once Africa's success story. In 2019, its economy was booming, growing faster than any other in the world at 8%. This country of 30 million was a beacon of progress in Africa. But by 2022, things took a drastic turn. Prices risen by nearly 50%, leading thousands to protest in the streets, bringing cities to a standstill. So, what happened? How did Ghana shift from an economic wonder to facing a severe cost of living crisis almost overnight? The government points to outside reasons: the pandemic, the conflict in Ukraine, worldwide inflation. But many experts and protest leaders believe that the government's own missteps and excessive spending over the years laid the groundwork for this crisis. President Kufuor claims the soaring inflation is beyond their control, saying, "Every bullet, every bomb, every shell in Ukraine is also hitting our wallets and our economy in Africa." But is it all due to external factors? Economists suggest that the real issue is Ghana's overspending. The country's debt is expected to reach an alarming 99% of its GDP by the end of 2023. The Ghanaian currency, the cedi, has lost nearly 60% of its value against the US dollar since 2020, making imports much more expensive. Meanwhile, government spending has skyrocketed. We borrowed for projects without properly considering the return on investment. We didn't get good value for our money because of corruption, and we kept borrowing more and more. We were once favorites in the European market, but then we crashed. Our situation isn't unique. It's similar to what happened in Greece, Argentina, and other countries that went down this path. Now, those organizing the protests claim the problem is even deeper, pointing to widespread government corruption. Reports of ministers accumulating millions in unexplained wealth seem to support these accusations. With inflation over 50% and the cost of food soaring, ordinary people in Ghana are finding it hard to make ends meet. Protests are spreading across the country as the economic situation worsens. Ghana's agreement with the IMF is seen as a crucial help, but the people are demanding major changes. We're standing up and fighting. If nobody else cares, the youth do. And when the youth care, the country has to take notice. Investigations are underway into alleged misconduct, but how much can they really change? I believe that our broader governance system is striving to lift our people out of poverty, sickness, and hardship. Efforts are being made. So, is Ghana's story a warning about poor management and wasted potential? Just a few years ago, it was viewed as a beacon of African success. Now, many see it as a nation in crisis, desperately needing an economic turnaround. But will this change happen?